Big night tonight in Las Vegas as the Democrat presidential candidates square off in their first primary debate. And with us tonight to give us the inside story from Las Vegas is Valley News Live DC Bureau Chief Jacqueline Paoli-Castro. Jacqueline, thanks so much for joining us. Now, you've been in Vegas, obviously, for a couple days, talking to a lot of people in the Democrat camps. Absolutely. It's always great to have you on. Here's my question for you. You're hearing a lot of conversation about this debate. What I want to know what you're hearing in Vegas, is this going to be kind of a boxing match brawl where these candidates get after each other, or is it going to be more of almost a summit policy where they just stand up there, share their policies, and focus on their brand building?
I don't think it's going to be a brawl at all. We know that Clinton and Sanders might definitely have some differing opinions, of course, but I think that it's going to be a little bit more casual than those Republican debates.
So I know today, I think it was, you spoke with the DNC chairwoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. There's been a lot of conversation about, hey, how can we get more debates out there, stir up more conversation? Is she open to more debates, and how did your conversation go with her?
I did ask her about that. She isn't open to any more debates. She says that the debate schedule is set and that there are enough debates. She did say that the candidates are out on the campaign trail and that's where she wants them. I also asked her about Joe Biden entering the race, and she said that she would welcome the vice president. She says that he would create a lot of excitement. Of course, we'll have to wait to see about that. And I also asked her about Bernie Sanders. I said, hey, you know, he's in second place right now. If Hillary Clinton doesn't become the nominee, do you think that he could stand up to whoever is the Republican nominee? And she said that the next president is on that stage.
Are you getting a sense of angst? I mean, look at Hillary's poll numbers. They are plummeting dramatically over the last few months. A lot of people don't trust her anymore. Are you getting any angst from the DNC or the people in Democrat camps about what's happening with their poll numbers?
No, you know, we're in Las Vegas. They have their poker face on for sure. There's a lot of excitement here among party officials. I've talked to several different people inside the Democratic Party. As you mentioned, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the head of the party. I also talked to the lead comms person for the Democratic Party, and they're definitely hammering their message against Republicans. They're calm. You know, like I said, she said that she believes the next president is on that stage tonight.
So when you asked Debbie Wasserman Schultz about Biden, did you see kind of a sparkle in her eye, a little smile come over her face? And what's the inside story about the whispers of Biden possibly getting in the race?
You know what? I wish I could tell you more about that. It's really tough because it doesn't seem like anybody knows. Of course, it's a very personal decision. When I asked her about it, she did mention the death of Joe Biden's son. She said that she recognizes that it's a tough time for him right now and that she knows that it's difficult for him to make this big decision. But you know, there wasn't any particular sparkle in her eye over this issue, no.
She played her poker face well. I know you've got a great package coming out about gun control, obviously after the UCC situation in Oregon. I mean, it was shocking to see our sitting president head out there, and yet people protesting from him being out there. I'm curious, as you look at these candidates, especially here in North Dakota, I think we've got the highest per capita of gun ownership in the country. Where do you see these different candidates stand when it comes to gun control?
Well, I looked at the two top candidates, Sanders and Clinton. They both want to ban military-style assault rifles. They both want more background checks. And Clinton has even said that if she gets to the White House, she will use her executive power to pass gun control legislation. And when I went out to a gun shop right off the Vegas Strip here, I will tell you that nobody inside that shop is happy to hear that. In fact, even the Uber driver who picked me up at the gun shop and saw that I had a television camera with me said, hey, you know, what were you doing there? And when I explained that we were doing a television story on gun legislation, he gave me, you know, a 20-minute dissertation about how much that would be a problem for people living here in Nevada. So, you know, it's definitely one of those, of course, hot-button issues and something that the president has been talking about and something that Clinton's been, you know, pretty firm on. But it's something that we'll have to wait to see if being in the White House will make a change there, because right now I can tell you on Capitol Hill, where I spend most of my time, it seems very unlikely that there will be any gun legislation passed anytime soon.
Jacqueline, it's so great to have you with us from Vegas as this debate gets ready to kick off. I got a minute left. Anything else you want to share with us?
Well, you know, we know there's going to be 5 candidates on the stage tonight, and Hillary Clinton is center stage. We know that Bernie Sanders will be to her right. That's all based on polling from August 1st. And, you know, it's Las Vegas. It's an exciting place to begin with, but I can assure you that there really is a lot of excitement here. Everyone waiting to see what's going to come out of this. And to your point earlier, Chris, it probably will be a more tame debate filled with some substance, we hope. We'll have to wait and see.
The one good entertaining factor is that Donald Trump supposedly is going to be live tweeting, so that should, add some spice to the thing. Jacqueline Pauly Castro, Valley News Live, D.C. Bureau
That's
Chief.
True.
Always great to have you with us. We will talk to you again soon, and enjoy this evening in Vegas.
Thank you, Chris. Take care.
All right, stay with us. We'd love to know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win tonight? Because tomorrow night we're going to have a couple of Democrats joining us, obviously, to discuss the debate, the results, and who won. So I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Very easy to do. You can go to our website. You can go on Facebook, Twitter, call us, whatever is easiest for you. When we come back, we'll tell you who's going to be on the show tomorrow night and more. Stay with us. Much more coming up right here on 630 Point of View.